Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to an impromptu midweek episode of All Gas, No Trash. My name's Josh, here today with good buddy Adam.
Greetings.
And today, before we get into it, first, as always, is tradition, we must do the Game Rage No Curse Minute, sponsored by Game Rage Magazine, where we don't curse for the first minute because that's what the internet gods tell us to do. And the overlords of YouTube demand from us. And you know, what can I say? We have to comply.
Yes, that is true.
Financially and fiscally responsible of us to do that.
If we're to live for the next however long that we need to do this.
Anyways, all right, well, that's it. So today we're going to be checking out RIO KOSTA's new song.
Yes.
And we're getting to do it before our sworn enemies at public radio station KCRW.
Yeah, because we're sticklers and we're bastards, and that's what we do. We trying to get ahead of the curve.
See, now when that DJ plays it on whatever the
Jeremy
weekend,
Soul, yeah,
when he plays it on the weekend, that people, instead of going Simpsons did it, they're gonna go Game Rage did it already.
Yeah. Yeah, just to be assholes, and they may very well play it today on Morning Becomes Eclectic. And I tried looking it up yesterday to see if they ended up playing it, but it doesn't seem like it because I already did the search engine to see if they did. But anyway, so one quick thing to mention that I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to. Rather, I forgot to talk about it previously on the episode that we made about RIO KOSTA previously. So they're signed to TBA agency, and
Okay. What's that?
It's a booking agency, and so right out of the gate, they already have a booking agency.
Yeah, which means
that they
got connects or something, right?
Yeah, right. Like they can tour, and they can have somebody that can set up dates, and
yeah, okay.
And they're not one of the bigger ones. I mean, compared to like Wasserman or WME or even like CAA, they're kind of like a guppy compared to like the big tuna. Which is Wasserman.
So they're essentially low-level jobbers compared to the world heavyweight champion top guy.
Yeah, right.
All right.
And I just think that it's interesting that they've already got booking like that. I mean, not to say that it's not. Again, it's not like big time. It's not Wasserman or CAA or like anything like that. But they're no slouches either, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways, let's get to the track. So,
all right. So what's it called?
This is called Unicorn.
Unicorn.
So
all right. So fire up your internets, your Google machines, your QuickTime media players, your gramophones, your homophones, your regular phones. I don't know, whatever you got. Plug that shit into the internet and fire up Unicorn by RIO KOSTA. And listen along. Here we go. All right, that was Unicorn by RIO KOSTA. The newest track just came out, hot off the press, less than 24 hours ago, less than 12 hours ago. Immediate review and discussion. All right, what'd you think about that one? Oh, shit.
All right.
Stupid ass phone.
I thought I wasn't going to like this song initially, and then it kind of started getting in the groove, and I felt like it almost ended sooner than I wanted it to. And also, I feel like the last 2/3 of it, when it starts picking up, when the bass gets a little bit louder and there's like a little bit more percussion in the background, and then it really explodes with like the harmonies and shit. I'm like, shit, I wanted more of that. And then like the first 60 seconds of the song, or even I guess first 90 seconds, I wish it would have been truncated a little bit more so we can get to the more explosive parts. But overall, I did like it. I would even say there hasn't really been a song that has had like whistling like this since like something in the early 2000s, like Peter Bjorn and I forgot. God damn it! I forgot that band's name. It's Peter Bjorn and something else. It's like if I ever had a dream before, or if I ever. God damn! I've already forgot the lyrics. But it's off the album called Writer's Block, and it even reminds me of like Foster the People with like all the other kids with the wait. Is it
the Pumped Up Kick song?
Yeah, I can't remember if there's a whistling part.
I feel like there is in the background or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. That was very long ago.
Never mind. It's not that track, but it's called Don't Stop. Well, anyways, the point being that like there hasn't been a song with like a whistling thing being
it?
like with it being like that iconic. I'm like, this might be that song.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about it?
I agree with your assessment. The initial third of the song was I don't know about this. What's happening here?
It took too long to get to the part that it needed to.
But the part when it got to the part that it needed to, from then on it was excellent. Okay,
yeah.
Now, all right, hear me out.
All right,
hear me out. Okay, so this song has a lot of much like their other songs. This has a lot of commercial value, I believe. In the song, right? Okay, now
especially the whistling part.
Yep, that whistling part, right? Could be used in anything. Now, well, for what I'm thinking, okay, we've discussed this before. We've discussed this concept before on, I don't know if it was the BFN show or whatever, but we discussed this concept of a movie script, okay? And it was, or maybe we didn't, maybe we just discussed this amongst ourselves, I don't remember, but it's this movie where it's like, it's given this thing that's like maybe a rom-com or it's like some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of innocuous movie that's like totally tame and harmless, right? And all the trailers for it are just like that, where it's like a rom-com or it's like some sort of coming of age story, kids at camp or something like that, right? And then it turns out that it's just like a third into the movie, it's a brutal murder fest for the entire fucking time. Like, it's just the goriest. Like, people are gonna throw up when they see this movie, right? This is great. Like, if it's the kids at camp one, this is great for when they are in, it's like the montage of them at camp or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they go and like, God damn it, that thing came out. Hold on, let me pause it. All right, so like, it's the part in the movie where it's like, well, maybe the two main character kids or whoever, like they're about to like make out or something, and they're like in the cabin and it's like fucking dark, and then you just have like the dude who's the counselor, like he ate a bunch of edibles right before this or something, and then like it just shows him, like coming in there and he's just like doing that thing like that Robot Chicken with Anakin Skywalker when he has to kill the kids, and he's just imagining it's like a field of flowers and he's just like spinning through and cutting them off. So it's like he imagines he's in this like field and he's like hugging trees and all this shit. And then when he comes down from the high, it shows them just disemboweled and like completely brutally murdered. And then the guy's like, oh fuck. Well, I guess I gotta be a murderer now. I gotta be a serial killer now. And then he just gets high and just fucking kills people the whole rest of the movie. Like that's what this song would be perfect for.
All right, I don't know. I didn't actually read what the lyrics were, but my interpretation of the film the song was in the context that I see it in for a movie scene is that this guy just found out he walked into a room or a door or whatever, and the person that he was supposed to marry is cheating on him. So he walks out, and it's like a Charlie Brown thing where he just has his head down and he's just like walking the streets like endlessly. And he's got flowers in hand, and I don't know why I pictured David Schwimmer as that person, but for whatever reason I could see him as.
And then he goes to kick something, and somebody like pulls it out of the way.
Yeah,
and he fucking eats shit, and then lands in the mud or something.
But overall, a pretty decent song, but unfortunately, the other two songs I think are better, which are H and It's Starting. Your interpretation of it being a song that you had heard on a softcore porn or something like that. So
go listen to our previous episode if you want to hear us talk about that on those the other songs.
It'll be on the recommended videos at the end of the.
Oh yeah, right after this. Yeah, so you can just click it and it'll go straight to it. But anyways, they can't all be fucking hits, right? Yeah. So sure. This one wasn't the strongest. Still wasn't bad though. Like that's the main takeaway.
It's good.
Yeah, that's the main takeaway I think people need to get from this or what they should be taking out of this is it's sure not as strong as the other two, but it's not bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
So Yeah, you got anything else to add?
No.
All right, cool. Well, anyways, go check it out. RIO KOSTA. Take that, KCRW. Break it down. I'm doing the DX suck it right now. Like fucking, yeah, we got you, bitch.
All right, there's one other thing to mention. So, for anybody that's curious about what RIO KOSTA is like in terms of live performances, they're going to be playing at the Zebulon on July 16th. So, if you want to party down and get down with them, July 16th at the Zebulon. If you know the venue, get there early because the parking sucks ass. But a pretty decent venue, so check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. So that'll be it. And, thanks for checking us out. And if you didn't like it, well, go fuck yourself.